What is going on, petrol heads? But in today's video, we're going to be talking about the LCD screen, because this LCD screen for the BMW F900R is the best in the business. So before we get started on this LCD review, I wanted to give you guys a few announcements. First announcement, we have made it to 2,000 subscribers. Holy crap, man. It was only a few months ago that I only had like 400 or 500. But I am growing rapidly. My account is getting about 400 new subscribers per month. So second announcement, this Saturday, I'm going to be doing a live Q&A. The first ever live Q&A that I've ever done on this channel is going to be this Saturday. So if you're watching right now, please make sure to mark your calendars and join me for this live Q&A. I hope people show up. I hope at least I get like 50 people to show up. Otherwise, I'm going to be hearing crickets, and it's going to be an embarrassing moment. Let's find out how things go, but it's going to be a live Q&A session. You guys can ask me any question you like, and I think it'll be fun. Something totally different. I've never done that before, and I'm really looking forward to it. So me and Maxie right now, we're riding, and it's been like 4 or 5 days I haven't ridden this motorcycle. I've done a lot with the F900R. I took it drag racing. I went to the track with it. I took it on a little road trip. I have all these videos, so if you haven't checked out the videos, make sure to check them out. So anyways, that's pretty much done for the announcements. Make sure to check out all the F900 videos. And thank you once again for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber, click on that subscribe button, smash that like button, and join me this Saturday for the live Q&A. Look forward to seeing you guys. And with that said, let's get started on this LCD 6.5-inch dash review, which happens to be the best in the biznatch. Alright, my dudes, so check this out. We are with the F900R at the moment, and as you can see here on the top right hand corner, somewhere along the lines of the middle top right hand corner section, is this little plug button. And the plug basically means that I inserted the little thing, I forgot what it's called, for the Dynamic Pro. So when you first buy this bike, you're going to get, well, if you get the premium package, you get the Dynamic Pro. So when you first buy this bike, you're going to have 3 different riding modes. You're going to have rain, you're going to have road, and you're going to have dynamic. But now I have Dynamic Pro. Check that out. So we're going to get into the different menus, and I'll show you everything one by one. Starting with the main menu. So the main menu here that you're looking at is basically the default menu that they give you. You get the miles per hour here, and when you're riding the bike and you have it connected to your phone, it tells you the speed limit for the street that you're on, which is pretty cool. You get the temperature on the left hand corner, and on the right side you get the time, your connections, how much battery life your phone has, and if you're connected to a Bluetooth headset, which I currently am at the moment. So on the BMW, you have these little dials over here. This is the wheel, which basically controls everything, and then the menu button. So with this menu button and the wheel, you can go through all the different menu options. So if I push this down right now, I'm going to get all the different settings. So let's go all the way to the left hand side and work our way all the way to the right. So as soon as you click down on the menu, you're going to get My Vehicle. Inside My Vehicle, you get a plethora of different menus. Every single one of these has different menus inside of them. So as you can tell, the main menu for the vehicle tells you your engine temperature. I rode this bike already probably for about an hour, so the engine's pretty warm at the moment. It tells you your tire pressure. I have the tire pressure monitoring system with the Select package. Currently this bike has the Select package and the Premium package. So I have front and rear tire pressure. It tells you your voltage for the battery and how many miles you have left on the fuel tank. Moving along, pushing this to the right will give me the next menu, which is the Onboard Computer. Tells me the journey, how many total hours I've ridden this bike. Holy crap, I've ridden this bike 42.29 hours. That's a lot of time. Break? I have no idea what that means. I don't know what that means, but if you guys do, comment down in the description below. Total mileage on the bike, 1,244. Not bad for 1 month's worth of driving, right? How much range I have left, the typical speed I usually do, which is 37 miles per hour. That's pretty good. I'll show that to the cops if they ever pull me over. And typical fuel consumption is 43.5 miles per gallon. So considering that I recently took it to the track, and considering that most of my riding is spirited, 43.5 miles per gallon is pretty good for me. And then you got the trip computer. I'm not going to read every single one of these, but you can pause and check all that stuff out. It's pretty much the same stuff I mentioned before. And then you get a screen that is 100% dedicated to tire pressure and all that stuff. Here's the kicker though. The tire pressure monitoring system, when I was at the track, it was bugging the shit out of me, so I had to turn it off. So there's a function in the settings that you can turn all the stuff off, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. But this is the tire pressure monitor. It's telling me that I'm 1.8 psi down on the front and 3.2 down in the rear, which I have to fix sometime in the near future, or the bike is going to blow up. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to blow up, but potentially. It's a BMW. It's probably going to bother me sooner or later. Okay, so next service is due on 2021. I got 5,668 miles. That was pretty fast, man. I've been riding this bike a lot. All right, moving along. So the next screen is going to be your sport screen, and I used this while I was at the track. Unfortunately, I didn't know what I was doing, so the sports screen has two different screens. One is going to tell you your lean angle, which I got. I think the most I leaned this bike was 47 degrees. I was pretty surprised to myself for getting it that low, but I've seen other people who do a lot more than that. But I guess, it's my first time riding the bike, so I'm pretty happy with the results. But it tells you your traction control over here and your brake over here, your different levels. Otherwise, everything up here is pretty much the same as the other screen. And then this one is the lap timer. I had a very hard time using the lap timer. For the lap timer to be used, the trigger is the high beams, and I tried it. As you can see, I just triggered it, but if I push the button again, it's not going to stop. So I don't exactly know how this lap timer worked, and I couldn't really get my lap times. So if you know how to use the lap timer, comment down in the description and let me know how it works, because I had no idea how to figure any of the stuff out while I was at track. Consider yourself doing 150 miles an hour at the track, right? Okay, I wasn't doing 150. I was doing like over 100 miles an hour and trying to fumble and try to figure out how to use the lap timer. Probably not a good idea, right? So yeah, that's what I was trying to do at the track, and it just didn't work for me, so I kind of gave up at that point. I can stop recording if I hit down on the menu. I just went, so now I'm going to stop the recording, and these are my laps. Yeah, 5 minutes and 50 seconds and 10 minutes and 23 seconds. These were at the track, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I kind of left it going on its own. But the cool thing is that it's telling me my lean angle. So my maximum lean angle for the first session was 43 and 46. Oh man, 46 degree lean angle. Nice. That's pretty cool, man. So I definitely got more than 46. I just didn't record it. Let's just say, Mark Marquez style, I did 60 or something. Oh, man. All right, let's go back to that. I can delete all my laps. Yeah, let's do that because they're pretty embarrassing. Who gets a 10-minute lap time unless you're at the Nürburgring? I think that's pretty good if you're at the Nürburgring, but for me, that's pretty embarrassing. So we're going to get rid of that. Now, we're at navigation. The way navigation works is that there's an app on your phone. You first have to connect the phone to the app. Once the app is connected to the phone, you can choose for it to go to different places just like you would with Google Maps. So I have ridden a few different places with the navigation, so let's just go to one of the locations that I've been to. All right, this place here would work. So we're going to go start guidance. Here we go. All right, so now it's calculating the route. And there it is. So if you have to be, by the way, for this to work, you need to have your Bluetooth connected for the headset. And now I'm getting instructions on how to go. So you can increase and decrease the volume. It's going to talk to you, but you need to have your headphones on for that to work. So we're going to cancel this out by hitting down on the menu.
After 200 feet, make a U-turn towards Elfin Forest Road.
So we're going to click left on the menu, and we're going to click right on the little trigger to get rid of it because we don't need to go there. Just want to show you guys. Media is pretty cool. I think I'm going to turn it on my Spotify now. Oh, wait a minute. I already had Spotify on, so there you go. It's turning on. Check it out. It's starting to play. That's pretty cool. So if you use Spotify once, It's not playing though. I think I have to go to Spotify and turn it on. Let me try to do that now. Alright, so here's what happened. I put Spotify on, but it stopped recording the video. But you guys get the idea. It started playing, but I had to stop it. But yeah, if you've put it on once and you connected it to Spotify or whatever app that you use, you can go back to it and it'll just continue from where you left off. You can skip to the next song by clicking right or left. The next thing I want to show you is the telephone function. I'm not going to go to my phone book list because that's going to reveal all the people that I know and their phone numbers, so I just won't click that, but you get the idea. And then the most important thing, I think, next to all these is the setting, and that's the last one, and I want to talk about these features here. In vehicle settings, you have the option of turning off the tire pressure warning, because you're going to go to the track and it's going to piss the shit out of you that this thing is going to give you all these type of errors, and while you're riding your bike at 130 miles an hour like I did. So I had to turn this off. At first I had no idea that I even had this until someone pointed it out to me, but I finally turned it off and it stopped bothering me. So this is the tire pressure warning. Turn that off if you ever go to the track. Alright, so vehicle settings, inside that, date and time, units of measurement, language. We're not going to go to any of that. We don't need to see that. Connections, this is pretty important. Right now I have it connected to my Senna and I have it connected to my phone. And of course, you can connect it to your passenger's helmet as well, which is pretty cool. And then inside of the display, you can change the brightness, line status, content. So right up here where you get all that stuff in the main menu, you can turn off all these different things. But I got them turned on because I like to have all that stuff. And then speed limit info is this thing right here. You can turn this off and on. I usually like to have it on because I want to know if I'm going too fast or too slow. If I'm going too slow, you know what I got to do. I got to speed it up. Information gives you the software version. I'm currently at 0.040, which is the current version because I had to get this bike serviced, and they did that for me. And then resets everything, which I don't want to do at the moment. So that is pretty much it. There's nothing else inside of this menu that we haven't gone through, with the exception of the phone list, because I don't think I want to reveal who I know. But otherwise, this is pretty much it. When I ride, I typically like to ride in the sport mode, but sometimes I forget. But this is usually my default, not the lap one, but this one is usually my default whenever I'm going to like a nice twisty road, and I like to see my lean angles and everything. So that's pretty much it for the menus. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, and I hope you did, please leave a comment down below. Like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.